Hello, everyone. We are back.
Hello.
Stay tuned for our Karoo Winter Wool Festival haul, all our finished projects, and obviously whips. Hello, everyone. My name is Yaline. Welcome to the Lekker Podcast. And now a very regular
Anita.
welcome back to the Lekker Podcast. We're also happy to have you here, and we are very excited to share all our things.
Yes, a lot of things. We have a lot of good stuff for you guys.
So let's sort of start immediately with our finished objects. We have a big list, like
A long list.
a long
Are
list.
you ready for all the yarn goodness?
Yeah, if you haven't have something to drink, I think you need to grab something to drink or to eat or to keep yourself busy because
It's going to be a long episode.
it's been a while since we've been here.
And we've got all our Karoo goodies.
Yes, all the Karoo Winter Wool Festival yarn haul things that we bought. And we finished a few things because it's been a
while.
it's been a while. All right, so I think who's gonna start?
Let you start.
Let's start.
Your
Okay.
list is too longer than mine, so I can
Okay.
in between.
Alrighty. Okay, so this has been on my project list for quite a while, my to-do list. This is the Hudula pattern from Laura Nalkin. And the reason why I wanted to knit this is because we go patrolling for Community Police Forum in the evenings, late night, normally early mornings. And in the winter time, it's really, really cold. And so I wanted to, have something warm.
Yeah.
And so this year, I wanted to do it already last year, never got around to do it. And so I've knit it this time around. So this is the Dula pattern. I can't remember exactly the size I did on this. I'll have to quickly just verify. I can't remember. It's been such a long time. I did an adult medium large. But I did do a few changes as per the pattern. In terms of the hood itself, maybe do I need to now really put this on? So how it works, you have this cowl section and you have the hood section, right? So what happens is you can push the cowl inside into the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see how this is going to work with all my hairs and everything. Okay. What's happening? Okay, so the cowl on the inside, the idea is to have the cowl covering, thank you, Anita. The idea is to have the cowl covering your face. It's very hot. Whew. And then the cowl that can actually close like this as well. It's really lovely. Whew. And it's not that it's not hot today. It's not.
It's not. We don't have that cold a winter this year.
It's weird. Anyway, so this is how this pattern works like. Now I have knitted the cowl a little bit longer. I've knit the ribbing 32 centimeters long, whereas the pattern says 23 centimeters. I wanted to make sure that I can still be covered in my neck as well as up to my nose, and that's why I made it longer. It's working a charm. So I just wear it really for my policing forum duties in the wintertime. Then you do what happens is you start the pattern here. They call it a
Provisional cast on?
Yes, thank you. Provisional cast on, and then you knit to the sides. Which is a hassle in the beginning, I have to say. When they say use 100 centimeter cable, I tried to do an 80 centimeter cable. Nope. Use the 100 centimeter cable. It works really well and much better than the 80 centimeter cable. You knit this part, then you finish off the cowl, and then you do the ribbing. Not the ribbing, like a
double folded.
Double folded. I don't have words. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here. Double folded hem, and then you do an I cord for the
Good. It's an I-cord.
I cord for the string. This is an option. This is an optional extra. Actually, you can have the option to not do it or do it. What I can tell you is when I did I don't know if you can see. There's like a mushy up here. It's not working so great there, but I think I just picked up
Too many
stitches or something. But it serves the purpose that I wanted it to have, and so I'm not fussy about it. I've used Esther Riza's Yarn Creations. This was actually the advent of last year, I think.
Oh, yeah.
The
okay.
Diva, it's the
Colorway.
Diva yarn, which is 90% superwash merino and 10% linen, which that's the base I love. It's a single ply, but it's fingering weight, and I held it double throughout. And yes, it's really, really, really lovely.
This is actually a great idea for advent calendar. If you have an advent calendar, we're going into the seasons where we see all the advent calendars being
Yes.
advertised again. So this is actually, if you want, I mean, it's proof that you can do this with an advent calendar.
Oh, no, for sure. And I don't even think I've used all the yarn from the advent calendar.
Okay.
But I did hold it double with a white, non-dyed.
Undyed, yeah.
Yes, undyed yarn.
But it still shows the color very nice.
Yeah. No. You know what I did? It was the 100-gram skein yarn that you get on the 12th or the 12th day.
Yeah.
So I took that yarn and hold it double with the leaf skeins.
Okay.
But I
Yeah,
didn't.
it had a little bit of specks in, but it wasn't
Yes, you can see there.
saturated with color.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I did. Now I remember. So that's what I did. And my goodness, yeah, like I said, it's really, really, it serves the purpose that I wanted it to have. So loved this project.
I bet you do. Actually, I think you appreciate yourself when you go driving with this project.
And this was 255 grams in total. Yes,
Okay.
love this project.
Okay. My first finished object, excuse me if you don't think it's not brand new. It's not. It was socks for my husband. It is Naughty Habits and Knot Stoppers. This was, if you go back on your listings, you will know I bought this yarn on last year's Karoo. And I finished the socks this year only. The toes, heels and cuffs is just minis that I had in my stash. I don't know what it is. But this is the Knot Stoppers, just plain vanilla sock, toe up sock. And the day after I finished the socks, I said to my husband, here's your socks. He says, all my socks is dirty. I want to put them on. So he also loves these socks. I had to hide them actually this week away from him so that I can show them away.
He's probably thinking, where's his sock?
Luckily, he has a big stash of socks,
which is wonderful.
So this is his newest socks. But this morning I was told, sorry, Leafy, but one of my other socks has a hole on the toe, but it's just the first pair of socks I knit, so I think they're gonna just disappear. So, and it gives me to knit more puck. But this is really, I like the colors. This is self-striping yarn. So it's really, really easy to knit. I just have one problem with this yarn, just one. You say, okay, just one more row. Okay, I'm almost there. And then
just one more stripe.
Then when you look at the time, it's way, way, way past your bedtime. So this is the only problem I'm having with this yarn. But I love the colors. I love the socks. This is also, when I saw this colors, this is our colors. We both love the blues and the browns and stuff. So this is our colors, and he really, really loved the socks.
I love the Knot Stoppers.
Yeah, the Knot Stoppers.
It's really one of the greatest self-striping yarn out there.
And it was easy. I just took the ball because it comes in a nice little ball.
Yes.
So I just divided the ball into two because I'm at 2 at a time sock knitter.
Yeah.
So I just divided mine and I just kept going, and it turned out perfect.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love these socks.
It's nice. Beautiful. Love those.
So these socks. That's my first finished object.
Okay. Then my second finished object. I have to be honest, there's 2 projects that I'm not even going to show you that I finished, but most of the things I've actually gifted already, or it was gifts for friends and family. So if you're going to go to my Ravelry project page, and Anita is having the same problem, there's some things that you will see that's extra that we are not even showing you.
Yeah. I also have projects that I've already even given away or that's gifted that is not going to be shown at this stage.
So I knitted this 4th hat from Isolde Teak. she's also the same designer for the Musselburgh beanie. I love the fourth hat also. It has the same properties in terms of you can use any yarn base or yarn weight, and then based on her pattern recommendations, you can actually adjust the pattern accordingly. So, but what I've done differently with this fourth hat is when I was able to gauge, okay, so many stitches per quarter of the beanie or per round, then I was able to draw up a graph with my daughter's favorite artist's name, and this was a gift for her birthday, which is Ari Abdul. You can go have a look at Ari Abdul. Ari Abdul is in America, and yes, so the fourth hat is it has two options where you can have a folded brim, right, like this, or it has it's knitted all the way and it has like a short brim on the edge. But I love the folded brim because then it keeps your ears warm. It just gives more coverage. And so this is Ari Abdul. So I was able to draw up a graph for that and do color work knitting for that, so that it has her favorite artist's name on. And this was a quick knit.
Yeah, that is that. Okay.
That's just a quick knit. And I've knitted this with Kismet's Premium Melange yarn. So Kismet is a acrylic yarn, but so lovely. Such a lovely. This has been already washed already.
I've knitted for somebody. I've knitted a beanie also with this Kismet Melange. I've done it also long time ago, but it is a nice yarn to knit with.
Yeah, and so I don't have the ball band because I gifted the leftovers actually to a child at her school, a boy that is crocheting, and I said to her, take the yarn for him.
Good job.
He was so happy. So yeah, love this. This is a great pattern, and I love that I was able to work out the stitch counts and do some little bit of color work.
But that's how we adapt patterns. All of us do stuff in patterns that we make it our own.
Yes.
So that's why it's nice when you knit patterns and stuff, you make it your own.
Yes.
You just don't just knit.
You don't have to follow the rules.
No, you don't have to follow the rules like you did with the cowl as well as what you did with the.
Yes, with a beanie.
All right. My next project, there is no pattern. It's basically a vanilla sock that I did, but I was just playing. I didn't use a pattern. I just followed my own head and played with it. What actually helped me with this was the yarn. Nee? This is Teresa Yarn Inspirations yarn. Except the toes. Nee? The toes is not her things. I tried a new pattern on the toes. I will not do that toe again. Nee? But I don't like the toe, but I don't like the knitted toe. It wears perfectly.
Is that like it's round?
It's an umbrella toe, supposed to be, or a round toe. But I don't like to knit it. It doesn't feel. I don't know. I don't like the knitting in it. This is Teresa. That was her Pretoria Jacaranda set that she had 1 year. So the green was the contrast color and the thing. And then the purple was the Jacaranda. So that's the one of her sets that she had. I finished these the night before Karoo. I binded them off. So they were then also the socks that I wore to Karoo Yarn Festival.
That's nice.
The cuff that I did, which I will, if I do it again, I will. It's just a simple cuff. It's a color work cuff. Where you knit with the one color and you pull with the other.
It's like mosaic knitting.
It is like mosaic knitting. Yes. Yeah.
So but that cuff also like has more like a tensed.
Yes, I will add more stitches in the future when I do this cuff. I will add 2 or 4 stitches extra when I did do this cuff. It's quite tight.
Yes, because I remember I was using the same method on my first colorwork sweater. You know that grey one with the red?
Yeah.
And now I can't remember about the pattern name. But anyway, I did this type of cuff on my
sleeve.
Yes, and it was it's a little bit
tight.
Yes.
I've struggled to put these on my feet because of the tightness of the cuff. It doesn't have the give that a normal cuff has.
Yes.
But in future, like
it's because you slip those every second stitch.
Yeah. I think this will also work good if you do a heel because it's like sturdy.
Yeah, it's a very
sturdy type of thing. But I'm just played around with it.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's no pattern. There's no pattern for the color work. Nothing.
Having that as a heel
will make it more dense.
Yes, but that is basically the slip stitch heel flap anyway, isn't it? But then with two colors instead of one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So this is my second finished object. One of the finished objects I'm going to talk about, and then you can just put a photo. I'll send you a photo. You can
Yes.
use the photo on my Ravelry page, but I'll talk to that when we
Okay,
get to
cool.
the Karoo
Karoo
acquisitions.
things. Okay, cool. Then I call it my short muscle burra beanie that I knitted directly off the No. I've knitted this specifically actually for Karoo Winter Wool Festival before I went. I bought this yarn. Yeah, I have the left of this here. I bought this yarn last year at Karoo Winter Wool Festival. Right? I don't know if you can see. There we go. This is Dreamspell Dye Works. And this was a limited edition. This was last year at the Yarn Room, I think. I think the Yarn Room, I can't remember, but that they were like a shop, and then they had her yarn on there. And this is the color Wildflowers. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and then it's 360 meters, 100 gram. All right. So I didn't want to have a muscle burra, which is typical. I brought along this big one, right? Which is this big tube, and then when you have it, you can either have it like a slouchy beanie, right? Or you can have it like an extra folded brim. So then it's 4 layers of fabric. I didn't want that. I wanted it without this brim section. So I have, from the pattern, I've knitted, removed that middle section part, and then so that I don't have a folded brim option.
So you've actually shortened it, yeah?
Yes, so I call it my short muscle burra.
Yeah.
Right? So I started knitting with this yarn. I held it double. And then the inside of my muscle burra, I held only one strand of this with Naughty Habits. Where's Naughty Habits? Ball band. I don't know where the ball band is now. Anyway, this is the Naughty. Oh, there it is.
It's on the yarn, Yali. Good place to store it.
So funny. The Naughty Habits Suri Alpaca in the color Aquamarine. I love this yarn. It is
Beautiful color,
isn't it? Feel that. So I have the option to now have it either in this way, right? Which the inside now with the Suri Alpaca is glorious.
I can see there's good alpacas go, and I think it's warm.
Yeah, and then also a little bit, if you don't want all those bright colors, then have it like this.
It's actually clever because then day one you wear it one way, day two you wear it the other way. Both days they think you have a different hat.
Exactly. So yeah, and now I don't have this folded brim, which makes it my head. I have enormous heat. Actually, I don't wear a lot of beanies in daytime. Only when community police forum or like really at night or very early morning. Because I have enormous heat in my head, and so when I have this brim, it's even worse. So I wanted something that will not heat me up as badly, because it becomes too much for me. So yeah, this is my short muscle burra, and I had such a blast knitting on this.
Sorry, I always smell a Naughty Habits yarn
Isn't it the best?
It's the best. Oh, it smells like happiness,
right? Your Naughty Habit does that with their yarn. They have a brilliant smell. So yeah, those that is my short muscle burra beanie.
Okay, I just need to look at the name again. Sorry.
Which one is that?
This is what I have on.
Oh,
my
yes.
slip over.
What are we wearing?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is also a finished object. Marella by Audrey Borrego. I'm gonna sorry guys, I'm not very good with pronunciation. And this is just a short slip over. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna stand over.
It's so gorgeous.
This is a free pattern on Ravelry. I can't believe this is a free pattern. Guys, I really can't believe this is a free pattern. It's very well written. It's got all the cables. You will see that this is the front cables and the back cables.
It's beautiful.
It's different cables. And it's a really, really well written pattern. you know exactly where you are. It's a top down. It starts with the saddle shoulder thingy, and it's really nice to work on. It's a really easy pattern to follow. Um, I would really, if you have cables and you want on a budget and stuff,
Mm.
go and look at this pattern. It's really, yes, it's a cropped pattern, but it's easy to lengthen the pattern, and it has the split hem also. It tells you exactly where in the pattern to split.
Is
So
it because of this garter stitch that it's pulling it up like this, or is it shaping like
it's
this?
shaping like this.
This is beautiful.
Actually, Jalene, this garter stitch is a mistake that I made in the
Okay.
pattern. It's supposed to be stockinette. Here is
Oh.
supposed to be stockinette
Okay.
on the
Okay.
sides. Yeah?
Okay.
So the garter stitch is my mistake
Oh.
that
Okay.
I've
But I
made.
like
What
it.
happened is I read the pattern wrong on this part. Here. How can I show you?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
I've written right. It's supposed to be stockinette. Nee.
Oh.
So then I said, but I like the effect the garter stitch
Yes.
give
Yes.
me. So yeah. So the pattern, I think it's because of the split hem that it does this.
It's interesting. I really like it. But it's gorgeous. It
So
fits you like a glove.
yeah, the wool, I must be honest with you, and some people are gonna, Jalina, I hope you don't get haters in your comments because of that.
Please
But
don't be hateful.
please don't be. This is Timo yarn
Okay.
because I was curious on how the yarn felt.
Yeah.
And it was 300 grams of Timo yarn, and I think I have a little ball like this big left. So I used all 300 grams for this.
Okay.
But it was just because I was curious to feel the yarn. It says on the ball band, it says 100% wool, 100% merino, but on the package when it came, it said 75-25. So I can't really know what it is, but it's nice and it's warm and it's stuff. It's not the quality that we know when we buy our hand dyers, but I was curious. So that's why I bought it.
Okay.
So don't come for us in the comments,
Yeah,
please.
please.
Please, it was just because of curiosity.
And the thing is, the reality is, there's a lot of people buying from Timo.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
mean, we can always do research and
Yeah.
test things, you know.
Yeah. I want to see how this way, and that's I've just finished it recently, so it has been washed and blocked, but I haven't had any. I didn't wear it that much yet to know how it's acting and seeing how it's acting.
But it's
So,
gorgeous.
yeah.
You know, Anita is the cable queen, right? She loves cable patterns.
I
We're gonna see
love
that.
cable. You're gonna see it now a
Yes.
bit later as well.
Yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, she and I can't believe how quickly you did it. Like,
But this is
It's
what I
so
like about
unbelievable to me.
cables is it's addictive. It gets to okay, now I know this part. Okay, how long does it take me to knit from one pattern repeat to the next pattern repeat? So that is what I like to do. And this one is nice because you have different type of cable.
Yeah.
The other pattern that I'm going to show you a bit later also have different type of cables. I must say this trellis
Yeah.
pattern here in front, I like it because you must really keep your head together.
Okay.
So it's not boring at all, and that's what I like. I think if I have to choose between lace and cables, I'll do the cables.
It's so
I like lace as well, but
Yeah.
if I have to choose between the two,
It's so interesting to me that you like it's addictive. When I'm knitting cables, I don't feel the same way.
no, I like. I prefer.
It's
It's not
interesting.
boring for me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's interesting that we are having all these type of different types of love pieces of knitting, where your love cape, you love it.
Yeah.
I don't have the same sentiments.
Yeah, but that's how we differ.
Yes.
I like it. I mean, somebody else can knit this in a totally different yarn, and
Yes.
and it will look totally different
Yeah.
and it's exactly the same pattern.
Yes. But it's gorgeous. All right, the next one that I have. Oh my goodness! Can we just please all say hurrah?
What have you finished? Hurrah!
Okay, look at the how it's worked in the ends there. My victory cardigan is coming from 2025. I had to stop because of my tennis elbow at the time. And then I picked it up in the beginning of this year, somewhere, I think in March, April. It's my steeking project. It was the steeking that I wanted to do for such a long, long, long time. That was what was the goal of this project. I haven't even worn this yet. And the reason for that was when I came back from Karoo. Okay, so before Karoo, I think I did the steeking. Or somewhere before that.
It was before because
I
I
did
did
it.
teaching for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're correct. So I
Yeah.
did the steeking still live on one of my Wednesday lives.
Yes.
And then I asked Anita to stitch. No.
I
You
stitched
stitched
it
it
first.
Yes, yeah, that's correct. Oh my goodness. Yes, you stitched first, and then I cut it live.
Yeah.
But then I was too scared to wear it because I wanted to do this band on the inside. I
hand
sewn donkey. Oh goodness, the English is not Englishing today.
Your English airtime's up.
I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so I hand sewn it. It's not perfect, so please don't look on the inside, but I'm going to show you. It's fine. So at last, I've done, this is the Victory cardigan from Corinne Tomlinson. And I've used African expressions. I think I've got the tags here somewhere. I don't even know where they are. But anyway, it's the African expressions harmony in the light grey color. And so yes, when I came back from the Karoo, I hand sewn this band. First I bought like a smaller band, and then it was not covering it properly, and then I had to go back to Abraham's winkel and get a more, what do you call this? What do you call this thing?
That's actually weaving that you use for bags.
Okay, well, it's now the inside of my cardigan.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's a cotton web. It's cotton. This one is it's not.
It's serving the purpose of hiding.
It's actually like a lint, but most people will use that for bags.
But I love the length of it covering my bum. I love the shaping that you do for
the bust shaping.
The bust, yes, as well as even on the back.
Well, yeah.
Yes. And I love African expressions. My first sweater I have knitted was the flax sweater in Harmony Expressions. It's one of my favorite sweaters because it's really warm. It's like a Aran weight type of yarn, worsted weight, and so I've completed this, and I steeped it, and nothing is falling apart.
Good job. But this grey is for me if it has like a purple undertone.
Yes,
I like that.
I heard some people actually talking. Was it at Karoo? No. It was at Captain Yarn Festival. Some of the shop owners were talking about actually to African expressions like, can you please do something about this grey, because it's not fully grey. They want a more colder grey because it has like a pink undertone.
Yes, it has a pink undertone.
So I heard them talking like they're working on it to have this one maybe still available, but have like a real light grey without the pink undertone.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the cold and the warm people. This one is a more, I would say, warmer grey because of the pink purple undertone.
Yes.
So maybe they want a blue undertone in their grey, which would also be beautiful.
Yes. So yeah, I'm happy I did it.
You're good. Yay! You're steeking that, and steeking is not that scary, ne?
No, it was totally fine.
Maybe I must not go down that rabbit hole. I have enough to do on my to-do list. I'm not going to do a steeking project.
I don't even get to everything on my to-do list. Yeah. So, and then maybe while we're on it, this is the love note by. Now, memory is just gone. Wait, where's the love note from? Just so that we are doing things proper. You have your thingy that you wore, your Marella top by Tin Can Knits. The love note by Tin Can Knits. I've knitted this with Knotty Habit 2-ply fingering merino, right? So it's a 80-20% merino linen base, and also cereal alpaca. Knotty Habit in the color blue steel for both of those yarns.
Yeah, but I think that's what if you hold the two colors together, ne? The blue steel is your grey blue.
Yes.
And that then
yes, with if you
harmony, if you hold them together, you can see the difference.
Yes, you're correct.
This is more the warmer, and this is the blue, the colder undertone, which looks more grey.
Yes. And I was like, when they're talking about it, I was like, what are they talking about? So when I came back and me working on it, I was like, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that was interesting to hear them have these. Maybe I'm exposing very secret information. I don't know. But anyway.
It's like a sneak peek of what's coming. Go and look.
All right. So that was my Victory cardigan.
Okay, I don't have any other finished objects with me right
You're going to
now.
talk about this one,
Yeah, the blue beanie I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about when we do
acquisitions.
with my acquisitions. That was acquisition I bought on the Saturday. The Sunday I cast it on. The Monday it was finished.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so we're going
And
to
it's already gifted.
come back to that.
Yeah.
One. The next two I don't have with me, but I do want to show them. I have pictures of them. The first one is a Musselburgh that I've knitted for my nephew. Yes, my
Yes.
sister's son.
Yeah.
He was asking me for a beanie, and he actually chose the colors. And when I was in Cape Town, I bought this speckle cluster yarn from Naughty Habit specifically for him, and he loved the colors. So this is Naughty Habit speckle clusters, people. I love this yarn. So I made this in a adult large for him, and what I did was the first half of the Musselburgh I've done in purple. Then I started alternating rows in the middle, and then the rest I did in this. I love this color. I love this. Isn't it gorgeous?
What is it? This color is like, it gives me 80 vibes.
Isn't it?
Yes, I grew up in the 80s. Ne? But this was what we wore. Ne? The
Mm.
black with the pops of
Neons.
neons. Ne? This is what it really gives me 80 vibes. I
Yeah.
really like this color. It nostalgic.
Yes, yes. So
I really like this.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I like the way it knits up because I've seen the
Yes.
Musselburgh, and I like the way it's not in your face
No,
neon,
no.
but it's still beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah,
And
I'll
it
have
has
to post
all the
photos.
neons. It's got the orange, it's got the yellow, green. Sorry, I must hold it up higher. The yellow, green. It's got the pink, purple. And some places the purple is more there, and the other places it's softer, but it's got all the colors. So it's beautiful now.
Yeah. So the pictures will be up here while we're talking. I loved to knit this for him, and he is in love with his beanie, which is wonderful.
And they needed it last week in Cape Town for sure.
Yes, yes. So he's happy, I'm happy. And then the next set is Vanilla Socks by the Crazy Sock Lady, which I've knitted with Esteriza's Donna sock set. It contains wait. I don't have the band anymore. I gifted the band together with the socks, but it was this colors. So this was the main color, and then these were two minis on the sides. And this has mohair in them. I normally do not knit people socks with this base, but this was a very, very special person. And so I knitted her with this because I think she doesn't knit socks herself. And yeah, so the photo will be on here as well. It was really lovely knitting those vanilla socks.
I have one pair of socks, I think, also with base of this. And I must say, when it's really, really, really cold, I wear that pair of socks.
Yes.
But unfortunately, I can't wear them like my other socks. The
Mohair.
later in the day here, when it gets warmer around my ankles, the mohair gets
Really?
iffy. Yeah, I can't.
Oh,
I know.
I love those socks.
I know. Some other people put normal socks underneath those socks, but that will be too hot for me.
Yeah.
I won't survive.
So when it's better days like today, for instance, I
Yeah.
wear my typical 75-25. If it's really cold, I'm having my Donna base socks. I love my Donna base socks.
I'm in any case spoiled right through winter. I wear my hand knit
yeah,
socks.
me too.
I have, and then I'm thinking, oh, what pair next? What pair next? So I'm really about what pair is the favorite pair. And I want to know, do you have a favorite pair that you always reach for?
It depends. It depends on the weather.
Oh, okay.
And also recently things changed for me of how I want my socks to be knit. But we will discuss it in the website.
All right.
So I'm done. I'm done with all the finished objects.
I'm also done with finished objects.
I think
like
it's,
I said,
yeah.
I don't have anything else that I'm going to talk about.
One thing that we must talk about is in September month, I'm hosting the Booby Along.
Very important.
Yes.
Very, very important.
We're doing it in September for October, having to either knit or crochet knitted knockers. In South Africa, we are using the approved cancer knockers If you go for knittedknokkers.co.za, I must just remember to attach them in the description below.
The link.
Yes, so you can go and look there. You can buy the sets there. The link to where you can buy it from is there. Patterns, or not patterns, but maybe the pattern comes within your kit when you buy the kit.
Okay, I don't use the pattern in the kit, because that's knitted flat.
Yes.
There's another pattern I googled knitted knockers or booby long.
Yeah.
And then there's a pattern that came out. I think it's Australian people where they started.
Yeah.
They have a pattern in the round.
Okay.
So I used that pattern.
Yes.
So there is various patterns online if you don't like the pattern.
But what is important is to use those kits because the yarn is natural yarn with natural fiber that you fill those knockers, which is great for people that had mastectomies and having sensitive skins. So therefore, please use the approved, authorized Cancer Knitted Knocker South African kit.
Yeah.
It comes with all the things.
There was one lady, I didn't talk to her online on anything, but she talked about she had silicone prosthesis that she showed online, but how they irritated her skin.
Yeah.
So I think that what you said is true. If we use natural products for this, is very important. And even the filling of the natural is most the fluff that you put inside is most merino.
Yes.
So it's also a natural product that you put inside your knitted knockers that helps lessen the irritation.
Yeah, because it breathes. It's natural. Whoops. Let's do it.
Okay.
You can start. I've been very busy with all my finished objects. You do one.
Let's start with the cable one. This is because of Yaline's life. So I totally blame Yaline for this cast on. Totally.
It's fine.
You're an enabler.
What can I say?
I totally blame. On a Wednesday when she has the lives and she goes to the popular, what is hot or not, or not hot or not, what is
hot right now?
Hot right now. This was one of the patterns that was hot at that day, that specific time. This is the God is a Woman. Yes, I don't like the name, but that's fine. The pattern is fine. The Katja by Katja Dierberg. I hope I pronounce it. It's a full-on cable sweater. Full cables. Full cables. Again, but then this one, it's easier because your front and your back cables is the same. It's exactly the same cables. Yes, I love cables. Yes, it's complicated cables. I was scared that you're not going to see the cables with the yarn because the swatch didn't show the pattern that nice. And I'm knitting it with Karoo Tweed double knit in the color Protea.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I have a dusted rose, I think a light rose color. And then I saw this color and it talked to me. It said to me, no. And then I decided this is the color that I think it looks good.
Yeah, it's good on your skin.
So I wanted the cozy color. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So this is what my project is currently. I have a lot of, and it's very interesting construction because you use a saddle shoulder. So you're starting with the shoulders, and then the front, and then the back. So it's a very interesting structure, and everything has cables. The shoulder has cables, the sleeves have cables. You're continuing with the cables from the shoulder onto the sleeves, the front and the back have cables. Yay! And it has like a turtleneck at the end.
It becomes so exciting. I love that.
Cables.
No, but I love that because
really
don't know. I didn't feel the same way. It's so interesting to me.
Yeah, but you feel about that way about lace.
Yes.
It's not that I don't like lace knitting. It's that I make really mistakes on lace knitting. Cable mistakes I can fix.
Yeah.
Lace knitting mistakes I have to frog. The one thing I must say for this pattern, this pattern is one of those patterns I've become an expert in frogging. because I turned the cables the wrong way around, and there's some of these cables where you can't frog. You have to, you cannot just drop it down and knit it again, like
Yeah.
I've done with this cable here. Ne? I dropped it down and I knitted,
Back up.
corrected it, turned it correct, and I knitted it back. But this cables is not, unfortunately, it's not like that. I can't just do it.
Really?
So there's some of these cables I have to frog and turn it the correct way. So I've become an expert in frogging with this pattern. I must say, if you need anybody to frog for you, I'm your person.
Well, it's
And to pick up
gorgeous.
stitches,
I
because
think
these
it's going to be.
stitches is
So there's
not.
cabling on the sleeves as well.
Yes, the
Oh,
whole sleeve
wow.
has cables as well.
Okay, yeah.
The whole sleeve has
I
cables.
don't know how you do it. I really admire you.
And I can be honest, I knit most of this while watching series, but it's Big Bang Theory. You don't have to watch all the time what's going on
Big
the
Bang
screen.
Theory. I love.
So a
Big
lot
Bang
of this
Theory.
is knit while I watch Big Bang Theory.
Wow. There's your crochet hook. Don't forget your crochet hook.
Yeah, I must. This is actually a very old crochet hook.
I see it's a tulip hook.
It's an old tulip hook that I got in my aunt's stash. My
I
aunt
have-
passed away.
You see that blue box there? It's my
Yeah.
mom's crochet hooks. And there's also an old tulip hook like this.
You know how nice this works as a cable hook?
Yeah.
I use this for my cables because it doesn't slip off. It doesn't, and you can somewhere knit because it has like I want to say it's a blunt edge, but it's
Yeah.
not totally blunt. So you put the stitches on this side and you knit it off this side. So I don't even put them back on the other side. So I use this as my cable. This is my cable needle.
So there's
It's
the
not a
tip of
hook.
the day.
Tip of the day. Use a crochet hook, a steel crochet hook as a cable needle.
All right. Talking about socks earlier, and what I love the Donna's Donna base of Estreza Yarn Creations. I am currently knitting socks. Now, when I said I'm changing my idea of socks, I used to love like a relatively short leg on my socks.
Yeah.
And recently, this year, somehow I want longer legs. I don't know why, but my legs are so cold.
I think it has to depend on us, or I see my husband as well. Previously asked me for short, but you will see with the
not
the
stopper
sock,
socks. It's
the not
longer.
it's it's longer.
Yeah.
He asked me to make it longer.
Yes.
He's also asked me to make because when he wears his tackies,
Yeah.
he doesn't like the long leg. But when he wears his boots,
Yes.
his working boots, so then he wants the longer sock.
Yes.
And I see my son is now also going in, and he also wants the longer leg. So I think it depends on how we wear our socks and what we use them for.
Yes. So I am currently in the era of longer leg socks.
Yes.
So what I did was I took it was a sock set, Donna sock set from Estreza Yarn Creations. The main skein of 80 grams I divided into two, and I just started knitting the cuff. And this is 160 rounds up until I get to the toes, right? So dip the toes in the contrast color, and then I will do the afterthought heel in here as well. So it's just, even if it's like a bundled up leg and it's not fitting over my calves, the idea is not to fit it over my calves, it's just to have a smoochy, cuddly around my leg type of sock. And then I'm busy now already. I started with the second sock. And then I'll do the afterthoughts later. Yeah, so
I see that's in some of the, if you can know knitting fashion, call it knitting fashion, is where you do knit your socks where they must bundle up at your legs, actually above your socks. I see that's a new fashion.
New trend.
Yeah, a new trend. That's it for like in the olden, in the 80s, where we had leggings.
Leg warmers.
Leg warmers.
Yes.
It's something similar to that.
Yeah.
For example, I even seen some people in the fitness stuff that have bulkier socks, leg warmers around their legs.
Yeah.
In some of the stuff.
Oh wow, yeah. So that's my first. I only have two whips.
Also, I have a third whip, but I'm still debating if it's going to stay at what I said it's going to be. So, but I'm still working on it, and it's still going there, but I'm not going to show it now.
Okay, cool.
It's just a plain cowl, but I'm not going to show it right now. This is a pattern I'm going to write up. That I'm busy. The pattern is already drafted. The pattern is already written. I'm seeing if it's working and I'm making tweaks to the pattern as I go
Mm.
along. So this is going to be, it's
Mm.
not the full version. In the full version, this is a little bit longer. Let me call it the wing. This wing, né? It's a little bit longer. This is going to be the Wings of Hope shawl. The idea is for this, it's a prayer shawl where somebody's in problems or having issues or a friend. You can knit the shawl up and give that to them. And when you knit the shawl, you give good thoughts, good hope into the shawl. And this is for the person to give to them so that they also know that they are loved and appreciated. This is the
Oh,
whole idea behind the shawl. So
I
this
love
is
that.
why I knitted the things. I'm currently knitting this with Kismet Knitspirations. Yes, this is acrylic yarn, but again, this is the idea behind it is you don't know where the shawl is going to end up. That's why I'm using acrylic yarn to knit it up. I like the yarn. The colors I'm currently using, this is Ford, but it's FJORD, spelled like that. That's Ford. This is Latte, and this is Scarlet. So Charlotte without the A, Scarlet Red.
Oh,
So this is the
wow.
colors I'm using for this.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
all not yarn inspiration, double knit, Kismet yarn, all of that. And I like the way it knits. It's quite squishy. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
beautiful, but it's very striking.
Yeah, the
I
whole
love it.
idea is like this is going to be like wings that goes out.
Oh,
This part.
Wings of Hope. I
Yeah,
love
wings of
the
hope.
name, Anita. It's
It's
really
we need
beautiful.
hope in this world, and we
Yeah,
need
we do.
positive things in this world.
Yes.
In my first one I did, I knitted this in a separate part. The first one I did, this was a separate. You knitted it this way, but I didn't like the edge it gave, and I didn't want the cast off here.
Mm.
So now I've changed that to make it all a I-cord bind off. So when you're done, you're done.
Yeah, that's very
So you
nice.
knit, it's just 3 stitches for the I-cord on the top, and then when you're done, you're done.
And actually, this can actually be used probably for an Advent set.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, because um, this is 10 stripes this side, and this stripe is also going to be 10 stripes.
Okay.
So then it's 10 stripes this side, and then you will have enough then to have left over. The only thing is this is DK weight.
Yeah, okay.
It's a DK weight. So, but there is DK weight Advents also out there.
Yeah. But you can alt your fingering weight go on
Or
double.
if you have leftovers from other DK projects.
Oh, it's a
you can-
leftover project.
Yeah,
Yes, hold
you
it
can,
double.
because you can make the stripes your own colors. I'm just doing it in the 2 colors
It's beautiful.
because of the thing. So
It's nice. I love
now
it.
I
Anita.
talked about the pattern. Please help me accountable that I can finish writing it up and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm working on.
We'll put
And this
pressure
is
on you.
actually, to be honest with you, this is quite easy TV knitting.
Okay.
Because it's short rows.
Yes.
Just short rows, plain short rows. I tell you exactly where to put your markers. And this doesn't, the plain color doesn't have short rows in.
Oh, lovely.
Just the blue and the red has short rows in.
Oh, lovely.
So
That's
nice.
nice.
It's plain knitting with here and there a eyelet pattern or
Yeah.
a ribbing, a little bit of ribbing. And in the pattern, I'm also going to explain to you if you want to make it bigger, where you can make it bigger and how to increase for the bigger sizes.
Oh, that's nice, Anita. I love that.
So that is what I'm working on. We'll see how long it takes to finish, but it's at least I'm already at this stage where I'm knitting it up.
Alrighty. My second project is part of the Doily Make Along that I've hosted in July. So I have used a pattern which was printed in a book from years and years ago, a Doily Jack pattern. And then when I started, I was halfway through the pattern. In the beginning already, it's around, I can't remember, 6 or something. I saw there's a mistake in the pattern. So I don't even know when this pattern was published, but it was years and years and years ago.
Most probably before we were even think about it.
Yes, I think so. But anyway, I figured the mistakes out, crocheted this around and around. And then when I was like halfway, this didn't give flat vibes, a flat doily vibe. So it could be 2 things. It could be the pattern, but what I've also found that because I'm using L Crochet number 8 thread, which I have,
Wind up.
thank you, winded
Rolled up.
off,
Skein up.
scanned up
Rolled up.
into a thing so that I have this to be able to work from the center. And I'm using a 1.25 millimeter crochet hook, which the pattern calls for, and crochet 8 yarn, which the pattern yarn calls for. But I think I'm just a very loose crocheter.
Okay.
So I was halfway through and then I was like, no, this is not working for me. So you can see I have frocked everything and I'm busy doing my own thing. And this is how far I am. So there's no pattern name. I don't know if you can see nicely. It's really not great. Look at Anita being great. Anyway, so this is how far I am. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I really want to do crochet doily jugs. I really, with beads and everything. So this, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up, but we'll see. So it's now how many rounds already? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 4 rounds in something that I'm doing my own thing.
But you have the experience in crochet. You
Yes.
know, you've done a number of crochet projects.
Yes.
So it's actually very creative to knit up something that you like in the way you like.
Yes. So I'll keep you posted. I don't know when it's going to be finished. It will get finished, but it might even get frocked again and go back to the drawing board. But somewhere I will figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's all our whips.
Yeah, you find it.
All right.
But you might see them again.
Yes.
Or might not see them again.
Yes. Yeah. We'll give you a status update again.
We'll status update.
All right. Gifts and acquisitions.
Yay.
Okay. You have a gift?
Yes, 2 gifts.
Or do you want me to start with my gifts?
You can start with your gifts.
Okay, one exceptional gift, and I mean all my gifts are exceptional. It was my birthday month in July, so my friends spoiled me. One gift that I got very early on, and you would have seen it in my Instagram reels already if you have me on Instagram and Facebook, is the amazing oak leather bag that I got gifted. Now, let me tell you, I love this bag. The reason I love this bag is because it holds so much, and I can have like 3 projects in their project bags fitted into this and carry this bag as one unit around.
It's a nice, like a traveling thing to travel with your project.
Yes.
And then to give you the options on which project to work on.
Exactly. So I've been using it as such. It has clips, so magnetic clips, so that you don't have like other type of clips and you get your yarn tangled in there, right? And it has a lot of space to put your things in. It has this sturdy inset, which is wonderful, and then it has this zipper at the back where you can keep your notions, your small little items, right? Tissues, your lip eyes, whatever notions, hand notions, whatever the case might be in here. And yeah, oh my goodness, I really love this. I'm really a big fan.
And it's not that heavy that you can, because normally when you think a leather project, you think of heavy project. This is really not heavy.
Yeah.
Even if you have the other stuff in.
Yeah. It's really lovely.
It's lovely.
Okay, yours.
Okay. Mine, when I went to Karoo, the ladies that traveled with me gave me small little gifts, and I appreciate it. And this is actually something that it was one of the things I wanted to look for at Karoo, was this besonder darning needle.
So beautiful.
And I really like this darning needle. I've already used it. So but I put it in the bag. It stays in this bag, but inside a specific project bag. So it goes in my very specific project bag. It's one of my sock bags that I have.
Okay.
So it stays in there with the rest of the stuff of my things.
That's lovely. All right. The second project or second gifty I got was Daisy. Let me just bring everything closer. Is this crochet hook, Knit Pro 2mm, waves, also for crochet doilies, whatever the case may be. But look at this beautiful bag that I got gifted that
Oh,
my friend made me.
I love the material. It's so happy.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's very, very beautiful.
It's my colors.
I love it. It's beautiful.
So, like I said, this will now go into the Oak Leather project bag with
Yeah. Whatever project's inside.
But this is so fun and so happy. I love this. Yes. So this was another gift. Do you want me to continue?
Yes.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Then I got this little baggie.
Again, happy.
Oh, maybe it's not a little baggie, but I mean, isn't it cute?
It's so cute. I love the sheepies.
It's so cute.
I love the sheepy with the hearts on it.
Where's the hearts? Where's the hearts?
Hey.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, this is really, really awesome. Together with this book, Short Row Colorwork Knitting, the definite step-by-step guide with 50 stitch patterns and 10 projects by Willie Wormhead. This is so cool.
This is very cool.
Right?
Why do I think I see a project? This one specific that's on the front, this leaf pattern.
Yes.
I'm sure I've seen it on Instagram.
So it's all short row patterning.
Oh,
It's
it's beautiful. Yes, I can't wait for you to make a project out of that. It's going to be so
cool. Yes. Okay, I have a last one, but first straw yarn, and then this is, I think, my last thing.
My second one is already in use, as you can maybe have seen it on the project. I don't know where they bought it. I know where they bought it, but I can't remember the name of the stall at Karoo, né? But it's a row counter, né? Where you can see, let me show you this side. There's your first row, your second row, and you can see currently I'm on row 6. Né? So you know at which row of the pattern you are. Currently I'm knitting on this, it's a 8-row repeat. If I can show you quickly, this little section is an 8-row repeat. Between this, let me just get my orientation right. Between this and that one, it's an 8-row repeat. So this is what this is counting, that 8-row repeat. And it's so, so nice that you know exactly where you are. Yes, I've memorized the pattern now because I've done a lot of it and it's slow knitting. But I also still have the printed chart next to me so that if I get lost, I can quickly refer to, okay, I'm on this row. Okay, go and look at the printed pattern where I'm exactly at. So really this nice. Really, 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 it's a nice gift. And it's not too heavy. It fits. I think it can fit quite a variety of needle sizes. It's quite a big ring, but it's really nice to have on a project. And I really appreciate. This was really, really nice. Sorry, it's just the interruption. I'll send them a message now.
Shame, although I think Anita's lift is here.
I don't think if they're here yet. I'm quickly going to send them a message. But they must just...
We are 5 minutes away
yeah.
from being finished.
But you can talk about your gifts. You can go on.
You want me to go on? Okay, cool. Let's quickly go on. This gift I also received from a friend. It's American yarn, people. How cool is that? Sweet Mountain Crafts, made in USA. But look at the colors. It's really fun. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. This is the color is Poison Vial set. 80% merino, 20% nylon. So it's 100 gram and a 20 gram. Hand dyed in Cody,
Wisconsin? I don't know.
Anyway.
It's in America somewhere.
Let me show you the tag.
It's somewhere in America.
Yes. But look at the colors. There's even pink in there.
Oh, yeah.
How cool is that? And then also this beautiful cowl. This is actually a cowl from Sweet Crochet Jeans. And now I don't know the name of the cowl. So Mariana, please, I'm so sorry. Nee? But look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's always lovely to get handmade items.
I think it's special
Mm.
because you know the love and the work and the things that goes in there. And I like the colors. I really like
It's
this
beautiful.
turquoise.
It's really like this gold colors,
Yes,
you know,
the cool colors.
the
Yeah,
cool colors. Yeah, cool color. And then I also, sorry to interrupt you,
that's
Anita.
fine.
Then I also got another giftie. Hold on. I'm taking out the yarn related items. Knit happens. Look at that. That is
Who of
fun.
us don't love yarn?
I mean, hello. And then look at these beautiful skeins. And then this friend apparently is doing some experimenting on clay. So look at that. If you don't know, this friend might be sitting next to you.
It's polymer clay that I just played with.
But how do you do the gold?
It's like a leaflet.
Yeah.
It's really a kids play set that I bought at one or other cheap store, and I had the gold leaflet in there,
It's
and
so
we just put
cute.
it gold in.
Thank you, Anita.
Just playing around.
Acquisitions. Anita.
You will know that we have been to Karoo after this. We have really, but I must say I was good at Karoo. There was only 2 things that I bought at Karoo that was not part of the plan. But the rest were all part of the plan, things that I knew I wanted and things that
Yes.
but I've budgeted extra for
You had like a buffer.
yes, I said, okay, this is my plan stuff, and I had budget, let's say, a couple of rand extra, so that if I saw something that I knew I didn't expect, that I still have the funds to go.
That is really nice to look at it like that.
Yeah, I know that I want from whom I wanted to buy what, so that was the first place I went to buy that, and then the other stuff was as I walking through. What we normally did is because I went with another friend of us, ours, and what I said to her is because she wanted to start buying, I said to her, "Yeah, wait, let's walk through everything.
Yes.
Look at everything,
Yes.
and then we decide at which store we're gonna buy what."
Yes.
So that's exactly what I did.
That's a very good way.
Except that there was things that I shopped before I even on the websites. I will show you now what I've done. These 3, it's all Big Fox yarn. I've already bought these with my eyes last year.
So they had your name on it.
They had my name on it. This was also my decision for last year. And this is going to be my MCAL for Stephen West with this is just a plain undyed skein. So this is going to be, so I already last year, must be this way around, like that.
It's going to be beautiful.
So that's going to be my MCAL. So last year I've already looked at these colors from Big Fox. Okay. And I looked on their website to make sure that they were there. And they kept them. So the first thing I went was to go and buy these yarns from Big Fox Yarn. So I already knew beforehand. And this is just 75-25 sock weight merino yarn from them. The color wise, it's pinch and fog, and grey wool.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So this is going to be, I wanted something neutral colors for my cowl for Stephen West this year.
That's beautiful.
So that's my plan. So that was the first acquisition.
Wow.
Do you want to show an acquisition?
Okay, so I bought. I was also very, very, very conscious of the choices I made. I didn't spend a lot of money. I only bought from your one shop only, and that's Naughty Habit. But my main focus was, and I'm going to tell you all my things, so I will show the others maybe a little bit later. I knew that I wanted to buy the paper. I knew I wanted to buy this yarn. I think you also bought that from Naughty Habit.
That was also one of my plans.
Yes. This was a planned acquisition. I didn't have any unplanned ones.
Mine is the same, just a different color.
Yes. So this is Verliersdorp. This is the yarn from Naughty Habit. It's her new base, which is a 2-ply fingering weight yarn, 52% merino, 48% cotton. It's a fingering weight. and it's got cotton in it, which is lovely. I love that. So we have
Okay, you've got.
I've got 3 balls
I've
because
also got 3.
I wanted to have this for summer tops, knitting
Same
summer
thing.
tops.
Yes.
This is in the color Verliersdorp. Yours is in color
Scarlet
Scarletsdorp. She named this base of yarn in South African town names, which I love. It's really gorgeous.
Yeah. There was another one. There was a blue one also there, and I had a really. I went to a store. I look at the colors, and it was the colored stuff, and I can't remember what's the other one. It's a blue, one with blue, darker blue. Nee?
Okay.
And I can't remember the name now. And I had a very, very hard time deciding between the 2 colors. I knew I wanted this yarn.
This is beautiful.
I knew exactly, and I knew which. I'm going to crochet a summer stock
Oh.
from Sweet Crochet Dreams. So this is, I knew which color, I knew what I wanted to do it with. This is specific, the same weight as the pattern.
Oh,
I think this is
wow.
more like a sport weight, a little bit
Yes.
thicker. So I knew exactly, if you look at the meterage, it was exactly the same.
335 meters on 100 grams kind of yarn.
Yeah. So this is exactly what I wanted. It's just the color that was
wow.
the issue.
Oh, wow.
That's why I
I
didn't
love this
buy it
color.
first, because I wanted to see the colors.
It's
Mimsy
beautiful.
asked me which color I want, because I talked to her beforehand and asked her if this is going to be there. I asked if this is going to be at Karoo. And then she asked me which color, and I said, each time I looked at the website, it was a different color. So I said to her, I know the color is going to talk to me when I'm there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then I got this 7525 Kaizo for a design, a specific design that I'm planning, or it's in process. So it's the Naughty Habit Kaizo base in the color Mother. I love this color. And I bought this also for a specific color work pattern I'm busy with, one of my own patterns. All of these minis for a specific color work pattern that's in the
ranks.
Yeah. So nothing, I didn't buy anything extra. I was very good with my money. I was and everything has a purpose and a plan.
Okay. The 2 things that I bought that was not on my plan, but like I said, I had the buffer for it.
Yes.
It was the picture that was the finished object, the beanie.
Oh, yes.
You called it, what did you say? Your shortened muscle butter?
Yes, yes, yes.
Mine I called half a muscle butter. Because it is basically a muscle butter, but all that I did is I put in a ribbing when I ended up.
Okay.
That was Perth Aldred yarn. He had kit sets. He had sets. It was the beanie with the pom-pom
Oh, nice.
in bulky yarn.
Nice.
I will send Jaline a picture, then she can put it in here. But it was, like I said, I bought the yarn, I cast it on, and it was already given. It's also from my nephew, my sister's son,
Nice.
and he already loves his beanie. I just had to tell him very carefully how to, because it's 100% wool, bulky weight yarn. So I told him specifically how to wash it. But he is happy with it. He's really loving his beanie. So that was the one that I didn't plan for, and then the yarn jumped out at me. The other one that I bought was, this is undyed yarn from ST Original. I don't know.
You want to?
I would give it to you to show you the expert. You can see that's the Quagga set. Nee? This is natural color. There's nothing colored in this yarn. It's so soft. Nee? I looked at it, and like I said, we walked through, and then I thought, and then I walked away, and I walked back, and this was really shouting out at me to go and buy it. This will most probably, I don't know, because it doesn't have nylon in it, but the original plan was to knit socks for my husband with this, but I still don't know. He's now asked for double knit socks. So I might just then use this for another project and buy him some double knit sock yarn somewhere else.
I love the name, Quagga socks.
It works.
Yeah,
because
so lovely.
For people not in South Africa, Quaggas is this striped.
Yeah. Like a zebra.
Like a zebra. It's just it's also like a zebra. I think the stripes doesn't go on these stamps. But it's also South African
An animal.
South African animal, and that's why it's also special.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all that I bought.
That's our story.
That's our story.
It was so fun having you over.
It's always great talking
Yeah.
yarn and stuff with you. I
Getting
really do love it.
inspired.
Looking at how different we are, but the
Yes.
same. We love the
Yes.
same thing, but different.
Yes. I love that for us.
Yes, I love that for all knitters and
Yes.
crocheters. When was it? This yesterday, I was talking to one of the people that she was at a knit retrieve, and she talked about the inclusivity that we have as a knitting group.
Yeah.
We don't criticize. The podcast is We Are the Wool People.
Oh, we are the wool people.
Yeah.
Oh, I like her. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome. She talked about the inclusivity we have. It doesn't matter what size you are, what color you are, what you're knitting, whether you're knitting with expensive or cheap yarn.
Yeah.
Yes, there's people that can afford the more expensive, but
Yeah.
there's also people that cannot afford it. But you love them for their craft.
Yes.
And the craft that they did. So I really like that.
Oh, that is nice.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
that.
true.
It's true. She was also at one of the yarn shows, and that's where she talked about how people knit the different top, like me and you.
Yeah.
We both do the knit along, but our projects look totally different.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it was a joy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you must please leave us a comment. Tell us what you think about this episode and all the
Be
things.
kind and like and share.
You see, there she goes. Thank you so much for watching, and we're going to see you next time. Bye.
Bye.